expansion of Durban's port, which would displace thousands of people and increase pollution. Fighting deforestation in Sumatra, where palm oil plantations are replacing forests, is the cause taken up by Goldman Award winner Rudy Putra. The Indonesian biologist turned his chainsaw on illegal operations and cut down palm trees on nearly 500 hectares. Village chiefs and local officials have joined him to protect the rainforest, but he says there is much more to do.
Recently, we started an international petition against damage to the ecosystem, and we got over 1.4 million signatures worldwide, which were submitted to the Indonesian government to cancel their plans to develop the rainforest here.
Russian zoologist Surin Gazarian made news when he protested the construction of a new home for former President Dmitry Medvedev in a protected reserve near the Black Sea. When President Vladimir Putin allowed the project to go ahead, Gazarian mobilized people to stop it.
We started a social media campaign against the project that this showed the public that laws.
By industrial pollution. Ruth Buendia from Peru, who stood up to dam construction that would have uprooted indigenous people. And American attorney Helen Slache, who used the law to defend many towns targeted by gas drilling operations. Roseanne Skirbel, VOA News, Washington.
The United States is one of the most technologically advanced nations, but it is sorely lacking scientists and engineers. The USA Science and Engineering Festival aims to change that by getting students to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. VOA's George Putich has our story.
Judging by the number of students exploring the high-technology exhibits and stage performances at Washington's Convention Center, the interest in science and engineering is high. But according to a survey of more than 1 million American students, just over 10% of high school graduates say they are interested in a career in those fields. One of the co-founders of the USA Science and Engineering Festival, Larry Buck, says societies get what they celebrate.
We celebrate athletes, pop stars, professional actresses and actors, and we generate a lot of wannabes, but we don't celebrate scientists and engineers.
Buck helped organize the first, now annual, science festival in San Diego, California in 2009. Its success was quickly recognized by the technology industry, which struggles to find enough qualified scientists and engineers. With Lockheed Martin's Ray O. Johnson, he launched a national festival in 2010. Johnson says translating science, technology, engineering, and math, collectively known as STEM, into a fun activity is bound to have a positive effect.
I am absolutely confident, without a shadow of a doubt, that in 10 years, in 20 years, there will be adults then who have entered into the STEM field, and they look back on this event and say, that's why I did this.
Youngsters at the festival were exposed to a lot of hands-on experience, from flight simulators and robotic printers to playing with prosthesis. Many of them jumped the psychological barrier between passive listening and active exploration, joining military veteran and quadruple amputee Travis Mills on stage as he showed off his mechanical arm. Mills says there are a lot of wounded veterans who could help kids learn about the science and technology incorporated into their artificial limbs.
Kids are going to stare and wonder, why not open their eyes to it and let them know how great science is out there?
Some students have already experienced the thrill of creating new things. High school senior Andrea Lee was one of the teen inventors here, talking about her work. She says festivals like this have enormous potential.
I think it's really exciting, and that's how you get more people interested.
Organizers say they hope the success of this event will inspire more regional festivals to help ease the nationwide shortage of scientists and engineers. George Putic, VOA News, Washington.
Well, it's time now for a short break. Still to come on Africa 54. Music Power's couple announces what's surely to be one of this summer's hottest tours. But first, a review of today's headlines.
If you've just joined us, I'm Mariama Diallo, and here is a quick recap of today's headlines. In South Africa, politician Julius Malema leads thousands of supporters to nation's state broadcaster to protest over SABC's ban on his party's election advertisement. In Egypt, pro-democracy April 6 youth movement vows to file appeal against the group's ban by Egypt's court. In Zimbabwe, the leader of the Movement for Democratic Change announces expulsion of Party Secretary General Tendai Biti. In the Central African Republic, the last remaining Muslims in the district of Bangui say they are trapped and they fear attacks. And finally, Somalia's Western-backed government is seeking new steps to improve security and regain the confidence of the public. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Well, it's time now for what's trending on Africa 54, from wedding rumors to a surprise split. Prince Harry and his girlfriend of 2 years, Cressida Bonas, have broken up. The split comes 1 month after she joined him at an official event for the first time. A friend told the media the split was very amicable and they parted as friends. The Daily Telegraph says unwanted media attention and engagement speculation led to the breakup. Another report suggested the two went their separate ways so that Miss Bonas could focus on her career. And finally, the first couple of show business hits the road together this summer. Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z have announced their joint concert tour On the Run. Even before they quietly married in 2008, they have dominated the music industry both as solo acts and as a couple. The duo recently scored a hit with their song Drunk in Love. Fans can visit Beyonce's or Jay-Z's Facebook page for information on advanced purchases, and that's what's trending today. And that's our show for today. Be sure to watch Africa 54 on our website, voaafrica.com. For more news, tune into VOA's evening radio show, Africa News Tonight, at 1800 UTC, and in the mornings to Daybreak Africa. And thanks for watching. Good night from Washington.
I'm Roger Muntu with Washington Forum. This is VOA.